everyone. Thanks for joining us for a brief introduction to the analytics capabilities of Odyssey's investment and asset management platform. This is one central feature of the platform, which also includes smart data rooms for managing off-grid transaction documents, data analytics for due diligence, asset registers, and other key features. We built Odyssey's analytics platform to enable our users to work with their off-grid data, which is often complex and disparate across numerous sources. Not to mention, even a small portfolio generates many millions of data points that quickly become difficult to work with. Our goal is to help you harness, analyze, and draw critical insights about your diverse portfolio of distributed energy assets. Let's take a look. Let's say you have a portfolio of multiple types of assets, including solar home systems, mini-grids, and commercial industrial projects. Each of these assets comes with a diverse set of systems you use to operate them, including meters, inverters, customer relationship management systems, billing systems, customer surveys, and often a number of spreadsheets collecting additional data. Furthermore, each of these systems can come with numerous different providers. First, we need to get the data into a centralized database. Odyssey ingests data from each of these varied systems in two ways. We integrate with APIs to pull data directly from the system when available. Every 15 minutes, we're pulling data and organizing it into our database. When APIs aren't available, we have an intuitive user interface for uploading large files of data. We've built a system that can intake huge volumes. To give you an idea, 50 mini-grid systems would give you something along the lines of 95 million data points per day. As the data is ingested into our database, we organize each data point into what are called indexes, grouping together similar types of data that ultimately make the data easier to work with. We add metadata to every data point so that each piece of data can be tracked across all dimensions, where it came from, what site it's affiliated with, etc. This allows us to slice and dice data in any way we want later on. Once we've ingested and organized the data, we run it through our data engine. This is where we perform operations to make sure the data can easily be analyzed. We do these operations as the data comes in, enabling us to do complex transformations on high volumes. We join datasets for cross-cutting analytics, perform calculations, flag anomalies, and run machine learning algorithms to clean the data. We also aggregate data into new, smaller datasets, for example, converting 15-minute interval data to hourly or daily. What we are left with are clean, easy-to-work-with datasets underlying our analytics platform. This makes it easy to build the visualizations, reports, and analyses you need. You start with millions of pieces of data across disparate data sources and end up with the same standardized datasets regardless of where the data came from. We also have a data science team to make sure that you can make sense of your data and to help you build the dashboards and reports you need to track all the key metrics in your portfolio. At the end of the day, our goal is to enable you to ask questions and get answers. Let's see how this looks in the platform itself. Here are some analytics I put together for reporting on key business drivers of a mini-grid portfolio, my customers' consumption and payment trends. Two of the underlying datasets beneath these analytics are frequent readings from my smart meters and customer transactions from my billing system. In this graph here at the right, monthly average consumption per user by customer category, I'm joining together meter readings with customer attribute information from a CRM so that I can see how different types of customers are using power. In this graph here at the bottom left, actual daily load compared to projections, I'm tying together my original project projections about the average daily load of my customers and comparing that to what I'm actually seeing now that the system is built. I can also change these filters at the top to see how adding a portfolio that I'm diligencing will change my KPIs for my overall portfolio. If I want to get super granular, I can pull up this list of the top energy users in my portfolio and take a detailed look at their load curves. I can also visualize any of my data geospatially and select subsections of my portfolio to run analyses on geographic differences in the data. Let's take a look at one more visualization. In this visualization, I've graphed total consumption across my whole portfolio in the same graph as average consumption per user per month. I'm looking to understand what's driving an increase in revenues across the portfolio, and I can see here that consumption is rising. I can also see that the driver of consumption is the average consumption per user of existing customers, rather than an increase in the number of customers. Finally, for any dashboards or visualizations I create, I can format them according to my custom branding and print them out for investor reports or other uses. I can also extract clean data sets in a table format if I'd like to dig into the data a little bit further. The platform makes your data accessible and usable. This is just a quick example of the analytics I can do in the platform once my data has been ingested and modeled. Thanks for tuning in, and please don't hesitate to reach out to us to learn more about Odyssey's asset management platform.